So my flight is in less than 24 hours and I'm trying a new hairstyle that I've never done before. Hey babes, it's your girl Bebe, and today I'm going to show you how I did this crochet hairstyle using Cuban twist hair. Before we get into this tutorial, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on all my social media platforms at It's Bebe, Zay back for It's Just Zayna. So I bought 5 packs of 24-inch Cuban twist hair, 4 in the color 33 and 1 in 30. And this has been my fave hair color lately. Like brown on brown just eats so badly, okay? So before I start crocheting, this is my braid pattern. I don't know how to braid y'all, okay? This is what my hairdresser did for me earlier when I got my hair treated. This braid pattern helps prevent pulling on my edges because your girl got thin edges, okay? I was always born with thin edges, don't come for me. So for your braid pattern, you could just do simple cornrows going back. One more thing about this hairstyle. Synthetic hair can be extremely drying, so I sprayed my hair with Pantene Miracle Rescue leave-in conditioner and oiled my scalp with Aunt Jackie's Repair My Hair argan oil. A protected style ain't protected if you're not taking care of the hair underneath, okay? Okay. The Cuban twist hair comes in little locks, so I pull it apart to make 2 to 3 hair strands. This hair is not the greatest because it tangles like crazy and knots, and every time I pulled it apart I was like, oh my god. Honestly, the separating part is what took forever when it came to this hairstyle. I found combing out the ends of the hair first made it a lot easier to pull the hair apart. Also shout out to my mom, she helped me pull the hair apart, and that's what made this hairstyle move a lot faster. So I did the illusion method around the perimeter of my hair. You take your crochet needle, you pull the hair through your braid to make a loop, then you put your 2 fingers through the loop, grab one side of the hair and pull it through and tighten it. I'll repeat again. Push the crochet needle through the braid first. Place the hair into the latch and close it. Pull the hair through your braid to create the loop. Next, put your fingers through the loop. Then grab one piece of the hair and pull it through the loop. Once you get the hair completely through the loop, pull it to tighten it, and there you have the illusion method. And y'all, at this point my arms were hurting me because of all the contorting and my hands and arms above my head. It was too much going on. And the crazy thing about this, I didn't have to do this because I literally wore my hair down the entire time. The illusion method is great if you're going to wear your hair up in a ponytail, and it also helps make your part look more natural. For the middle part of my head, I did the regular crochet knot method, and this was so much more faster, so much more easier because I didn't have to be perfect. You push the crochet needle through the braid, attach the hair into the latch, close it, pull the hair through the braid to create a loop. And instead of pulling one piece of the hair, pull both pieces through the loop, but don't tighten it when it's all the way through. Twist the loop and then pull the 2 pieces back through the loop and pull until it forms a knot. This prevents the hair from slipping out. Like I said, this was so much quicker because it didn't have to be perfect, it could be messy, and this hair is so big nobody's gonna notice the knots in the back. For your main part, whether it's a side part or middle part, you're going to do the illusion method. You must do this method so your part looks natural, like the hair is growing from your scalp. The key thing is to use smaller pieces of hair because this helps the part lay flat. Too much hair will make you look bulky. Also, the front half of my hair is where I started mixing in the lighter brown to add some highlights. The 2 braids around the perimeter of my hair, I did the illusion method as well and used small pieces of hair. This is very important because this will make it very easy to create the natural edges for your look. As I was crocheting the hair, I was sectioning it into small pieces by twisting it to make this step a lot easier. As you can see, this hair is huge. You can leave it like this if you want to, but it's a little bit too much for me. Like, it'll drive me crazy. I feel like I look like the Cowardly Lion from the Wizard of Oz. Like, we're not going for this look. So I take a section one by one and I blow dry it about 85% straight. You still want a little texture in it. First I did the stretch and blow method, but this just took way too long and I was getting annoyed, so I ended up using my blow dry brush. However, the hair was shedding like crazy, but you barely notice it because the hair is so big. After the hair is blow dried, I did single jumbo braids around my head. The smaller the single braids, the more defined the curls. After, I added perm rods to the ends to help the hair curl all the way to the end because braids alone won't complete the curl. For the front of my hair, I didn't braid it. Instead, I used perm rods because I want a different curl pattern for my bangs. Make sure you curl the hair towards your face. I used about 6 of the purple rods, 3 on each side of the part. The next step is to boil some hot water and dip your hair into it. Shout out to my mom for helping me. She made sure each braid was fully soaked into the hot water. And be careful because because you could easily burn yourself. So this is the next morning, a few hours before my flight, and I'm not even sure if I'll even like my hair. So I left the braids overnight to dry so I can get a more defined curl. I gently took out the braids of the perm rods because if I did it too aggressively, it would have made the hair overly frizzy. When all the hair was unbraided, I lightly separated the curls and fluffed up the roots with a comb to create more volume as if the hair needed it. You can leave it like this, but to really take this hair to the next level, I started shaping the hair to frame my face, cutting my bangs, the length of the hair because it was a little too long, and adding layers. And listen, don't ask me about tips and tricks on how to cut your hair. I was winging it. I was literally winging it. I was like, I don't know what I was doing. I was sitting down cutting the hair. I had to stand up and look into my mirror. I was just trying to think of something. And thank God, because I actually like the way it looks. Now it's time for the edges, and we need to make them look natural. So I teased the front of my hairline with a small comb, and then I cut pieces of the hair into shorter pieces to create baby hairs. This one makes the hair look like it's growing from the scalp. And the best part about this hairstyle is that it doesn't have to be baby hair slick perfect, no swoop-de-doops at all. And this is why I love this hairstyle, because it mimics my natural hair texture, and this is how my edges would naturally look like if I were to do a braid out on my natural hair. And this is the completed look. I feel like I'm definitely giving SZA vibes, and I absolutely love it. Like, I love how big this hair is. I love the curl. I love everything. I ended up going back in with the perm robs to make my bangs a little bit more tighter, and that's what it looks like in my LA trip, as you can see right here. But this hairstyle is amazing. However, y'all, it is extremely high maintenance. Please make sure you twist your hair up every night, put it in a bonnet, and every morning you have to untwist it and whatnot and fluff it out. And if you need to refresh it, you just do the braid and dip in hot water method again. But I love this hairstyle. It's easy, it's affordable, it's fun, it's great, it's cute, it looks natural. And yeah, let me know what y'all think about this hairstyle, and I'll see you guys again in another video. Bye.